Module 2, Lesson 14. Let's check Sprint A. Press pause while you're checking. Once you're finished, you may press play and write the number correct right here. Sprint B. Check your answers. Once you're done, write the number correct here. Then take the total you have from Sprint B and then subtract the total you have correct from Sprint A and write the number of improvement here. Now it's time to check our problem set. Round to the nearest 100. Use the number line to model your thinking. All right, so 143, I see 1 is the first number, so that would be 100 on our number line. And 100 more than 100 would be 200. And we have 150 in the middle. Where would 143 land on our number line? That's right, between 100 and 150, but it's closer to 150, so I'm going to write that number right here. So 143 is going to round to, that's right, 100. 286, so we're going to look at that first number, which is 202, so we're going to write 200. 100 more than 200 is what? That's right, 300. And what number goes between? Super 250. Now let's think, where would 286 land on our number line? That's right, between the 250 and the 300. But it's going to be a little closer to the 300. So I'm going to plot it, 286. So what number does 286 round to? That's right, 300. C, 320. So our first number is 3. So we're going to say 300. 100 more than 300 is what? That's right, 400. And what comes between 300 and 400? 350, that's right. Where would 320 land on our number line? Yeah, between the 300 and the 350s, maybe right about here, 320. So what number does 320 come closer to, the 300 or the 400? That's right, 300. Okay, 1,320. So since we're in the thousands, we're going to look at the first two numbers, which is 13. So I'm going to say 1,300, and 100 more than that is, right, 1,400. And between that would be 1,350. Where is 1,320 on our number line? Right, between 1,300 and 1,350. I'm going to go ahead and plot it. So what number would we round 1,322? Right, 1,300. All right, 1,572. Since we're in the thousands, we're going to look at the first two numbers, which is 1,500, and 100 more would be, that's right, 1,600, and the plot between would be 1,550. And 1,572 is going to be right just above that 1,550. So let's go ahead and plot it. And where do we round 1,572 to? Right, 1,600. Good thinking, third grade. All right, 1,250. Since, again, we're in the thousands, we're going to look at the first two numbers, which is 12. So 1,200. And 100 more is 1,300. In between is 1,250. Oh, look it. We land right on that middle point. So when we land on that middle point, remember, we always go up, up, up. So our answer is 1,300. How'd you do? Great. Now let's turn to the back side. Complete the chart. Shauna has 480 stickers. Round the stickers to the nearest 100. So 480 rounds to what number? Right, 500. There are 525 pages in a book. Round the number of pages to the nearest 100. So 525, what does that round to? That's right, 500. A container holds 750 milliliters of water. Round the capacity to the nearest 100 milliliters. 750 milliliters, what does that round to? Right, we're right at that middle point, so we always go up, up, up to 100 milliliters. Glenn spends $1,297 on a new computer. Round the amount Glenn spends to the nearest 100. So we're looking at those. So is it going to be 1,200 or 1,300? Right, we're closer to 1,300. So we're going to say 1,297 rounds to 1,000. Oops, let me forget that dollars. Don't let me forget the $sign 300. The drive between the two cities is 1,842 kilometers. Round the distance to the nearest 100 kilometers. So 1,842 kilometers. What does that round to? That's right, it rounds to 1,800 kilometers because we haven't reached that 50 point to go up, up, up. Circle the numbers that round to 600 when rounding to the nearest 100. Does 527 round to 600? No, that would round to 500. What about 550? Yes, that would round to 600. 639? Yes, that would round. 681? Nope, that would round to 700. 713? No, there's no way that would round to 600. How about 603? Yes, 603 would round. Okay, the teacher asked the students to round 1,865 to the nearest 100. Christian says that is 1,900. Alexis disagrees and says it is 1,900. Who is correct? Explain your thinking. So let's do a number line. So when we look at 1865, the first two numbers we see is 18, right? So that would be 1,800. And then the top would be what's 100 more? 1,900. And our middle line would be 1,850, right? So 1,865 would be right about here. And so Christian says it's 1,900. Would 1865 round to 1,900? Yes. But if we look right here, we see 19, which would be 1,900. So the answer is they are both correct. 1865 rounded to the nearest 100 is 1,900. 1,900 in uniform is 1,900. All right, how'd you do? Now press pause and do your exit ticket. All right, exit ticket, round to the nearest 100. Use a number line to model your thinking. So 137, 100 would be here. 100 more is 200. The middle number in the middle is 150. Where would 137 go on our number line? Yeah, you're right, between the 100 and 150. So what number would 137 round to in the nearest hundreds? That's right, 100. Okay, 1,761. So let's look at those first two numbers, which we see is 17. So this would be 1,700 or 1,700, and 100 more is 1,800, and the number between would be 1,750. Where would 1,761 fall? Right above that 1,750. So what number does 1,761 round to? That's right, 1,800. Good thinking. There are 685 people at the basketball game. Draw a vertical number line to round the number of people to the nearest 100. All right, so 685. So our first number is 6, so we're going to say 600. And 100 more is 700. And the middle number is what? Right, 650. So let's plot. Where do we think 685 will be on our number line? That's right, 685. So where do we round 685 to? That's right, 700. So there are about, because it's not exact, 700 people at the basketball game. How'd you do? Don't forget to do your homework.